Okay, so we are with Fumi, who has been here on the show many times, and Eze, who is here for the first time, and they work with the New Chance Global Initiative. You're very welcome to the show.
Thank you, John.
So, give us a little update. Sorry, not a little update, a little throwback. What happened at the very start, and how did it lead up to today?
Well, Fumi here herself, it was all her idea. So she's been working on this for years, and she's worked on it with different people. A good number of them have moved on to different callings in their lives, and some are still with the charity, the organization. So she wanted to do this to help the less privileged, people who have mobility issues. And then she started this and got the help of the orthopedic hospital, and they donated loads of crutches and wheelchairs to her. And these were sent to Nigeria and I think to Ukraine as well, earlier this year, just to help. That was at the peak of the Ukraine-Russia crisis. So we had a batch sent to some people who needed them in Ukraine, and then we sent some to Nigeria. So the NCGI actually is not a Nigerian-focused charity. It's supposed to be global, as the name implies. So, but we are building from Ireland and we're reaching to Nigeria. Now we've reached to Ukraine, and we hope to penetrate other areas where we have people that might need our services. But we currently have the need for more people on our team in different capacities.
So that's really why you're here. You're trying to get people to come and to volunteer with the group and help it.
Yeah, as volunteers, as sponsors, in whatever capacity they can.
So tell me what a volunteer might have to do.
Well, a volunteer, take for example, tomorrow, NCGI in Nigeria will be having a Christmas event for the physically challenged. The physiotherapy department of one of the largest teaching hospitals in Nigeria is organizing that event. So those who actually have mobility issues will be there. It's catered for them. It's targeted at them. So it'll be very convenient for them as well. So, but in a case where we have an event like that, we'll need volunteers, to run around, plan, execute, and see that these people are looked after and that their needs are met, that physically, obviously, that they've been looked after. From an Irish point of view, we'd also need people to, help collect funds, raise funds, and when we have to courier our say the product or the goods that we send over, we need people to help package those as well. And like we are here today, it's Christmas, and we'll be willing to volunteer in soup kitchens and on the street, provide tea, coffee for with the homeless people, whatever Very charity. Good. We just don't want to see ourselves as a standalone organization. We would be willing to partner with other charities as well.
And what's Christmas like in Nigeria?
Christmas is bubbling. That's the word I would use. It's fun. It's not a season where people retreat into their houses. What we actually have in Nigeria is quite an opposite of what you have here in Ireland. We travel back home. So if I live in Dublin with my family, I'll be going back. If I'm originally from Cork, I'll be going back home. Well, most people would. But this is all changing now because globalization, jobs, and things are taking people away, and people have to work during the holidays period. But Christmas in Nigeria, people spend them with family. They go back home. There are activities everywhere. It's fun. It really is fun. People are going out, visiting friends they haven't seen in a while because everyone is coming home. You get the point.
Yeah.
Everyone is coming back home. You may be living in Donegal, but you're coming back to Cork, and I may be living in Dublin, and I'm going back to Cork, and I haven't seen you in a year or two.
Yeah.
So there'll be that visiting, so hanging out with your age grade and catching up in general.
What about for people with disabilities?
So that's something that people don't.
They're kind of
talk about.
Not allowed
Yeah.
into society as it stands, really.
Really not allowed. They don't have the access.
Yeah.
See, that's something that with NCGI, we're hoping to give them an access. There should be an access to mobility for them. You know, it's a disability. It's not really a disease. So, but doesn't mean that they should be cut out from society. So providing them an access to integrate, to carry on with your every day-to-day life activities is one of the goals, one of our missions as a charity organization. But like you rightly pointed out, that could be one of the things, one of the way to look at it is Christmas for the disabled people or people with physical or mobility challenges doesn't probably exist because there's no one to move them around, you know, but with wheelchairs and crutches or even mopeds, you know, these people they'll be able to go to parties, or maybe there are organizations like NCGI that can organize events that are tailored to these people, and they can feel the whole Christmas spirit too.
So they might get a bit of their life back.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
What's your own role?
I sit on the board as a trustee, so literally I do nothing.
We're there to make decisions together.
Yes.
So it's a board of people from diverse areas in life with different levels of experiences. So you'd be very, I'm amazed at how much you can learn from just being on the board and not really doing the whole footwork like Fumi does. She does most of the whole running around.
Yeah.
And I'm just here to talk and take credit for it.
Now tell me this, if there's somebody out there listening today who wants to get involved, how do they get in touch?
Well, we have a Facebook and Instagram and the website, New Chance Global Initiative. Just go on and there are details on the website. You can reach us on our email. You can reach us on a phone as well. And if you're in Nigeria, if you're in London, the UK or in Ireland, so we have people in those areas that actually work with our organization. There is a form there to complete if you want to sign up as a volunteer as well. And if you want to partner with us, just drop us an email and we can discuss that in detail.
And the website is
NCGI-IE.org.
.org.
Yeah.
Very good. Just give that out one more time.
NCGI-IE.org.
Very good. Thanks a million for coming in. It's been interesting talking to you.
Thanks for having us, John, and Merry Christmas to you and your team.
And Merry Christmas to your gang.
Hey.
And I hope you have a great time.
We will.
Thank you.
Thanks.